Welcome back, everybody, to Elder Scrolls Online with Malara Falconsbane. We're going to head in and see how we're needed at the Harborage. Oh my gosh, I had just started this particular series when they announced that they're going to change the beginning sequence, of the main storyline. So I don't know what to do. We may yet see another character run through this just separately. I've gone the wrong way. I did get turned around. Let's try again. I know. The harborage here is so pretty. This is the harborage in, I think it's for the Dominion. I have no missions here, right? I did see a backpack. Oh look, jasmine tea. Actually, I haven't, speaking of backpacks, haven't checked mine. So what we're doing this episode is looking for our next quest. And then we'll take it on. Let's go. My guess is we're going to leave and just have to turn around and come back. So let's see if we can trigger that. There he is.
There you are, Vestige.
Yes,
Come
hi.
to the harborage. We must speak.
Very well. All right, let's go. Chasing shadows. Hello.
Good. You are safe. Good fortune did not abandon us entirely.
Is something wrong, Prophet?
Despite many days of meditating and scrying, Sai Sahan's whereabouts still elude me. The projection that you witnessed in the Foundry of Woe showed him to be in great peril. If we are to find him, I will need your help, Vestige.
What can I do to help?
Though Sai remains hidden from my sight, Lyris brings news that an agent of the enemy lurks in Vulkhel. Fear is on the lips of the people. Darkness walks among them. Even a blind man can sense it. It is the hand of Menemarko.
How can that help us?
If it is truly an agent of Menemarko's worm cult, it may provide us with a clue that will hasten our search. Seek this agent, but tread carefully. The worm cult is a cult of necromancy, and the undead are fearsome opponents.
How can I find this agent?
Venture to Vulkhel, speak to the fisher, Mehdir, and the jungler Diranor. It was on their lips that Lyris first heard the troubles lurking in the shadows. Locate this agent of evil. Return with any personal effects they carry with them.
I'll find something and return. Didn't I just raid that backpack? Okay, talk to Diranor, talk to Mehdir. This is new. This feels very unfamiliar. Okay, it's the town. Maybe this is just like a different beginning for this area. Let's recall to the shrine. That way we don't have to run all the way back. Alright, following our trusty little diamond, talk to Mehdir above. Okay, we haven't started the story quest in this area. I was just seeing
visitors, so little time.
how far through the world quest I could get beforehand. Usually when I hit shore with Vulkhel, I take all the quests as usual, and I try and get them done. Oh, pain in the neck. I know, I ran the wrong way. Down here. Mehdir.
It's a fine day, isn't it?
The fish are biting and the water is soothing.
Have you seen any strangers lurking about?
This one thinks you're a bit strange.
Thank you.
Kidding. I am thinking I did see an Imperial man lurking around by the lighthouse, like skittish prey. He thinks I do not see him, but this one has a keen eye.
If you tell me where I can find him, I'll make it worth your while.
Very generous. The Imperial was very sneaky, but this one saw him slip inside the lighthouse with another man. Very thin and white, like a dead thing.
Ooh.
They did not think Khajiit was watching, but this one has excellent peripheral vision.
Yes, I see. Talk to Diranor. We're not talking to the watch captain. I think the little diamond that we're chasing is actually behind her. Well, hello, Diranor.
I hope you're not expecting a performance. I had to sell off my equipment and instruments just to make ends meet. Times are tough, my friend.
Hey there, had any peculiar-looking customers lately?
Funny you should ask. There was an odd-looking Imperial fellow in town a few days ago. He was asking about local burial grounds. Said he was trying to track down his great-aunt's remains. Yeah, right. And I'm Queen Irene's Chamberlain.
Did you just mock Queen Irene? I should arrest you right now. I don't have Intimidate. Lucky. Any idea where I can find this man?
Last I saw him, he was heading towards the lighthouse.
Right. So, that little lack of usage of, we are going to take the sky shards as we find them. That lack of usage, I don't know. I know. We might just do a sky shard run each zone, I think. Of Intimidate indicates I have not yet joined the Fighters Guild, and as I'm doing this quest by quest, that's a pain in the neck. Where are we going? We're searching the lighthouse. I wonder where that is. Let me have a look. Oh, there it is. It's not that far. Alright, does look like we need to go this way though. I am so tempted. Let us search the lighthouse. All right. Looks like we found our cellar. Let's go. The Worm's Retreat. Manamako was expelled from the Sijic Order when Varnus Galarian discovered he was conducting forbidden experiments with necromancy. What a bad, bad man. I did run across that, didn't I? Ow! I know, I was too busy looking at the grates to notice the danger. I know. I love having a bit of range in my characters now. I never used to have much call for it, but having worked out what I can do with it, I know. Two can play at that, he says, and throws something at me. I know the knockback on this thing is great. We will skewer. We'll play Skewer the Skeleton. Let's go. I know. What's that about? Read a book. We will do the Mage Guild run in one single hit.
You'll never leave this place alive.
Uh-huh. Says who? Ow. We should soul trap him while we have a chance. What does 3 do? Oh, well, I should remember to use that a bit more often, shouldn't I? So I don't often play a Templar, so these are all new abilities for me. Let's go with that 3 again. I suppose I could use one of these abilities. Aldmeri. 9 gold, is that all you've got? Oh, what's that? Aldmeri's journal. A strange request indeed. I was on my evening stroll, having a bite to eat in a back alley, when I noticed that the imperial neck I feasted upon bore a golden medallion. I recognized the trinket at once as the sigil of the cult of the Black Worm. While I considered this, I heard the dull thwack of a blunt object hitting flesh and bone, and my world went black. I'm just going to move away from where he spawns, because, you know, otherwise we'll have another fight on our hands. Of course, having done that, I'm not going to be able to read the rest of the book. Alright, well. I woke in a cave, bound to a chair, my head throbbing with bittersweet pain. A number of hooded cultists surrounded me, each with the unmistakable gleam of murder in his eyes. I quite liked them. One of the cultists seemed different than the others, and I recognized him as their leader almost immediately. He had a cold yet calm demeanor and seemed completely unafraid of me. He introduced himself as Abner Tharn. He was somewhat displeased that I had made my evening meal on one of his most loyal guards. Normally, he explained, I would have been discorporated for such an infraction, but he said he liked my style and my violent proclivities. He said he saw a lot of promise in me, and would like to propose a mutually beneficial arrangement. If I agreed to join the worm cult, I could replace this agent. I would reside in a conveniently placed underground lair within the city limits, which would assure me a continued stream of meals, along with a virtually unlimited supply of black soul gems. The agreement did sound promising, but just to play Daedra's advocate, I asked what my alternative might be. In answer, Tharn opened a portal to Cold Harbour right at my feet. My chair began to teeter, and the screams of the damned filled my ears. Lovely to listen to, but not something I wish to experience firsthand. Needless to say, I chose servitude. Now I while away my days guarding this wretched cavern while prowling the city streets after dusk. It's not a bad existence. In fact, I've even begun to take up the study of necromancy. At some point, perhaps, Tharn will consent to teaching me the finer points himself. Time will tell. And I have all the time in the world. Don't I? Yeah? Not anymore you don't, Aldmeri. Now you're a dead vampire. Orb of Discourse.
What is the meaning of this interruption? Why have you contacted me? This is Abner Tharn. The Master and I are very busy. This had better be important. Wait a moment. I don't know your face. Identify yourself immediately.
Who, me?
Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What, did you contact me by accident?
Forgive me, my lord. I haven't joined the Mages Guild, so I don't have the persuasion perk. Who are you?
How dare you speak to me in such a... Wait. You're not one of ours, are you?
No.
Colour me intrigued. You speak to Abner Tharn, Overlord of Nibene and Chancellor of the Elder Council.
The Imperial Chancellor, what are you doing here?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you contact me? Fascinating. Are you merely a blundering local, I wonder, or something more?
I'm looking for Saisahan.
Are you indeed? I didn't think that Redguard had a single friend left. Not in this world, at any rate.
Wow.
Let me give you some free advice. Forget about Sai Sahan. Even if I told you where he was, attempting a rescue would be suicidal.
Then you know where he is.
Of course I do. But do you really think I'd tell you and risk incurring Menemarco's wrath? I think not. Ah, the owner of this place returns. And he doesn't look pleased. Farewell.
What?
You, get away from that.
Severinus. Here, let me nail you to a wall. No? Once was not enough? Oh, what does R do? Oh, okay, that's what R does. Right. All my hopes and dreams turn to ash. Sigh. Have I actually missed any? No, I haven't missed anything. I need to go back this way. Well, that was kind of fun. Meet a vampire, destroy a vampire. Talk to Tharn, arrogant prat, chancellor of whatever. And, I did remember, I learnt from last time. And, I don't know, upset the local necromancer. Who knew such a beautiful city had a local necromancer? I guess. Caravan schedule. All right. I'll return to the Harborage below. I think, isn't there a cliff above the Harborage? Ooh. Alright, before we return to the Harborage, we're just going to go and unlock East Shore Islet's camp. If it's not too far away. Oh no, it's too far away. It's over there. My advice, if you see those little camps with a little fireplace, mostly they are places you can craft special kinds of armor. And once you unlock them, you can find them more easily on your map. So they're worth your while if you're going to craft or try and craft better sets of armor. There we go.
You've returned. What have you found?
The cultists use orbs like this one to communicate. I spoke to Tharn.
Tharn shows his face again. I get the sense that he might have a larger part to play in the coming events.
Possibly.
But for good or ill, I cannot say. Leave the orb with me. I shall be able to use it to locate Sai Sahan.
Good luck.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk.
Lyris?
I heard you and the Prophet talking about Tharn.
Why do you dislike the Tharn so much?
Didn't the Prophet tell you the story of the 5 companions?
He showed me a vision about them, but I'd like to hear your thoughts.
I don't know where to start. There's so much to tell.
Well, tell me about the 5
We
companions.
were chosen by Emperor Varan to join him on a quest to recover a lost artifact called the Amulet of Kings. The 5 included Varan, myself, a red guard named Sai Sahan, Abner Tharn, and the traitor Manamarco.
Tell me more about Manamarco.
You only know him as the man who killed you and stole your soul. But back then, he was Emperor Varan's most trusted advisor. It was Manamarco who convinced Varan to search for the Amulet of Kings.
Why would Varan need the amulet?
Varan wasn't a true Dragonborn Emperor. He didn't share Alessia's bloodline. Manamarco said the amulet could change all that. He said he could use it to perform a ritual that would turn Varan into a true Dragonborn.
What happened next?
It took us more than 2 years, but we finally recovered the amulet and returned to Cyrodiil to perform the ritual. Manamarco set us up. The ritual caused a violent explosion of magical energy. We lost Varan. Sai Sahan and I were declared outlaws.
What then?
Manamarco convinced the Elder Council to recognize Abner Tharn's daughter Clivia as Empress Regent. But Manamarco was the true power behind the throne. Sai Sahan and I went into hiding. There was a bounty on our heads.
Tell me about the Dragonfires.
Well, the legend says that the Dragonfires were created from the blood of Akatosh and given to Saint Alessia. When a new emperor is crowned, they're supposed to relight them to prove that they're a true heir of Alessia, one of the Dragonborn.
Did you ever find the
It took
Amulet
us
of
more
Kings?
than 2 years, but we finally recovered the amulet and
Tell me about
returned.
Abner Tharn.
Tharn is Grand Chancellor of the Elder Council and Chief Advisor to his daughter, the Empress Regent. He is also Manamarco's toady.
Tharn didn't seem to be too happy working for the Worm Cult.
Tharn's first loyalty is to his family and the Empire,
Ah,
and he's a ruthless bastard when it comes to defending them. The Worm Cult obviously doesn't share those loyalties. Tharn would never trust them, but he's too much of a coward to betray them.
what if he got something out of it?
Maybe. But what could we offer him? He's already got more gold than the gods themselves.
I've heard enough for now.
I know it's a lot to take in. We'll talk more later. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on the Prophet. Hopefully that orb will help him find out where Sai Sahan is being held. Once we know that, we can plan our next move.
Understood. Thank you. Goodness me. And I guess we'll claim our level 13 rewards. Tarragon chicken recipe. Nice. Alright, don't go buying any of those. Now we have 1 point to spend. What did I run out of? Magicka. Let's grab some more of that then. And commit our points. We're not building a crafter technically, are we? Let's have a look. Guild. I only belong to the Thieves Guild. That's lovely. Racial. Wood Elf skills. Increase my stamina recovery by 86. Let's do that then. Alrighty. Crafting. Alright, we're not into the crafting yet. We probably should be, but we're not going to. Soul magic. Soul summons. Allows you to revive once every 2 hours without spending a soul gem. And when your health drops below 20%, your soul explodes, dealing 1316 magic damage to enemies. Let's have that little thing. That looks awesome. Soul summons. Alright, well we'll do that without spending a soul gem. Okay. Armor. Alright, let's look at our class abilities. Edric's Spear. Okay, Piercing Spear. Increases my crit damage when Edric's Spear is slotted. Alrighty, well we'll do that then. Okay. And guys, on that note, I'm going to bid you adieu. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And I will check you later. Take care out there.